Welcome back to Shed Wars. I need to bite the bullet and buy myself a actual proper voice recorder, I guess. Anyway, we have something exciting. Come see. Jacob's kettle bean and the bush crop cucumber. Here's the beans. Every one of them came up. I have a picture of one of them just coming out of the ground. The bush crop cucumbers. There's one there. Oh, and there's one just coming up right there. So it looks like they're all going to come up. And we've got them and those three there. So this is wonderful. I have to figure out how I'm going to do a trellis for them now, and I'll put that on another video soon. And also, our sunflowers have come up. There's all the peas are up now, and there's 4 sunflower up over there. Now, I was thinking about doing a weeding video, and I'm going to be doing some weeding in my garden today. But right now is a good time. They're getting their first true leaves. When you first set these small seed like this, you'll have them all bunched together. So it is important, because if I were to just pull the ones that I didn't want in there up now, I would disturb the roots of all the other ones, and it being, as you can see, a sunny day, they would just wither and die. So I'll take a pair of scissors. I have these. I look for my barber scissors because they're thinner. The thinner the scissors, the better when you're doing this. But these will do. And I will start and snip off several of them right down at ground level. Now we're not thinning them to the final spacing yet. What we're doing is just separating them so that you have individual plants, not a bunch of plants growing tight to each other. I'll do the same thing on this row. Now, I'm going to bring you in a little closer. Now you can see how many I snipped off here. A whole bunch. And the ones that were left, they're laying down now, because they were competing for light, you see. And so they were getting leggy, and they lay over. Now these will bush out. The rest of them had not gone so bad, and they're still crowded together. But I'll let them grow just a little bit, and maybe next week I'll trim back some more. They're a little more spaced now, and they'll get more light, so they can grow a little bushier, grow a little bit, space them out a bit, let them grow a little bit more, and space them out a bit more until you get to the final spacing. And these are our trimmings. We can take them in the house and have microgreens. Now, I got a story to tell you about this. Actually, it's about rutabaga, but I had let them grow up, and now this has not been thinned properly. Let's see how well they are spaced out. There is some spacing, but I had let rutabaga get overgrown like this, and there were some holes in the leaves, the cabbage moth, but I wasn't really too concerned because we get holes in the leaves, and there is some holes in the leaves of this now. But we didn't have much of a pressure on rutabaga. And so I said, I've got to thin these out. So I went and thinned them out. It was in the afternoon. And I come back the next morning and the whole thing was limbed. The caterpillars ate the works. That was my first realization, and I've studied it since then. You see, when your plant is weakened, then the garden herbivores, what we call our pests, it's much easier for them to actually chew up and digest this. So when you get a real infestation like that, quite often it's a good sign that you have weak plants. And when you're thinning, as I said, you pull up a plant, you disturb the roots of the plant next to it, and now that plant is weakened for some period of time. Which is why I never since then went through, especially when they get this high, and actually thin them out by just pulling up the ones that I was going to discard, or in this case harvest, because these are good greens for salads. What I'm going to attempt to do, now these seem to be spaced out somewhat in some places, so I'm going to go through, and any that's really close together I'm going to take out, but I don't want to take out enough so that I've got a bed that's now, because they're all supporting each other now, see? And if I take out too much, they're just going to be flopped over. So I'm just going to take out somewhat and hopefully still get a bed of plants that are standing up. So right here now, you see I've got a whole bunch here that are right tight together. There's the seed leaves down there, and the first true leaf way up here. But I have to separate them. I'll have to take out all 4 of these, and I got this one here, and maybe leave those couple. And then later on I will cut one of those as well. Just like that. Now I have some space here, so the ones that I already got some, say, a couple inches space, I will leave them and let them grow a little bit yet and wait until they seem to be crowded again. I tried to sow these thinly when I initially planted them, so in a lot of places I did alright. Some of them you'll see that they're partially laying over. That's not because they have been weakened, it's because there was a crowd of them and they're basically holding each other up. And so now tomorrow they'll be all standing up nice and straight. And this is what I've trimmed out of it. I'm going to put that in a plastic bag now, and then we'll do the rutabaga. I'm going to see if sitting on this little cart will be comfortable now. This bed needs some serious weeding out, but of course I'll do that while I'm thinning them. Lamb's quarter. That's a very tasty green if you have it growing. Likewise, just snip them off. Some places they're a little crowded, see, so you can just snip some out and then get them to strengthen up the remaining ones, and then you snip some more. There was a lot of weeds among the rutabaga, such that I couldn't really tell where I needed to thin and where I didn't. So I just thinned out the bed, and now I need to wait for it to perk back up again before I can actually do the thinning of the rutabaga. We thinned out the crowded plants. This will be an ongoing basis. You take care of your bed, and I'll take care of this one here as we go forward, and we'll grow a garden bed together. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.